Not so much had to adjust. We kind of knew that's what they were going to go with, but I think just getting accustomed to the pace, right? You try to simulate that in practice, and we have a great practice squad, and they do a really good job, but it's just a little bit faster than maybe what we had prepped for. And so I think that caught us a little bit off guard. I thought they were very physical, even though they are smaller. I still thought they were physical with us. And so then, we had to adjust a little bit there and get more accustomed to the pace of play.
There were two kind of key runs for you guys. The one at the end of the first half,
Yeah.
it was like a 7-0, and then a 10-2 run after you guys had gotten down by 6, and then the run at the end of the third quarter as well. Paulina hits the 3, has the fast break, Yulin layup.
Huge
How
play.
important were those
Yeah.
two stretches?
Yeah, I thought we weathered that first half there with that stretch, and that was really, really important. And I couldn't wait to get to halftime and not to chew them out or anything, to really coach them up and to make some adjustments for what they were doing. And so again, with such a young group, I'm so proud of them for the adjustments that we did make in that second half, both coming out of halftime and then even going into the fourth quarter. And I thought that was the key to the game. And then just our grit and our toughness. I mean, that was a heck of a fourth quarter, and we showed some unbelievable toughness there.
Also at the end of that third, there was a sequence, maybe, I'm not sure how long it was, but the ball was on their side of the floor for quite a long time after some loose balls, a couple of turnovers.
Yeah.
That they ended up coming away from that stretch with scores, no points.
Yep.
Especially with that, at the time being a 1-point game, I think it was 41-40. How do you feel like that, getting the stop there, gave you guys kind of a spark for the rest of the game?
I'll be honest with you, Neil, the whole week of prep for Wright State was our defense and defending them, and really growing with our one-on-one defense and one-on-one defense without fouling. And I thought we did a much better job, obviously, of that in the second half. And to mention that sequence, we really got down and guarded some people. And then even later on in the fourth, we had some unbelievable defensive stops. I thought switching Erica onto Breezy Williams, was a key to the game. Sarah's on-ball defense. It really just shows the versatility of our post players, that our 4 and 5s can really guard like that.
You talked about how the prep this week was really focused on your defense. You held Wright State to their season low in points, and they also had a season-high 20 turnovers, 3 more than their previous season high. What does that say about the maturation of your team? A lot of young players overall that are really learning with experience over these games.
Yeah, I mean, I was worried about them offensively, averaging obviously 70 and, their ability to shoot the 3, their pace in transition. So that's some really good defense there, because they're smaller, but they can really, really score that ball.
And obviously, Casey did what Casey does, but Danny scoring 18, a season-end career high for her. What did you think of how she was able to kind of be that kind of score for you guys tonight?
I think I talked about in our press conference how important this week was for our young kids, and Danny in particular. She's only a redshirt freshman, didn't play a lot of college basketball last year, like a game and a half. So she needed that time. We needed that time in the gym to get a lot of shots up, to work on that player development. I had an inkling, that she might have a good night because she practiced so well. Her shot looked fantastic this week. Hopefully this gives her a lot of confidence, because that kid can really shoot the ball, can really play, and we needed her tonight. Good. Thank you, guys.